All right, so you want to know how these AI employees you keep seeing people talk about actually work. Well, it works very similar to how a regular employee works, right? So, first, as the business owner or the manager or whatever you are, you have to clearly define task. This is not prompting, by the way. Okay, have you ever heard prompting in the world of AI? Prompting is that's in the past. That doesn't matter anymore. We just need to clearly define the task or the desired result. Okay, because we may not always know what the task is because we don't know how to do it, but we do know what we want. Okay, so we want usually more revenue, more profits in our business. We think, okay, well, maybe doing this will help us get there. Maybe it will. Maybe we want more satisfied customers, better communication, really anything. And now 1.5, this is like an optional step, okay? If we don't know what we want, we don't know what the task is, we brainstorm with the employee, okay? So a cool thing about AI employees is that they are always willing to brainstorm. Not all human employees are. Brainstorming, though, is useless without your human brain. The perspective that you bring, your intuition, your wisdom. So this is not saying, oh, employee, how do we fix this? It's like, well, and this is literally how I would do it, right? I grab my phone and I would drop a voice note just like this. I'd say, boom, voice note. Well, I don't answer the phone a lot for my business right now because blah, 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 blah. I'm always busy. Okay. And then people call and then I never have time to get back to them. So, what could we set up to answer my employees, or not my employees, but my customers' phone calls? And if they really need to talk to me, just forward it to my personal cell, but I don't want everyone having my personal number. Um, how could we achieve that with with an AI employee? Boom. And also, I might add to the end of that, please go do some research on that topic. Boom. Okay. So now that research is going to be conducted by the AI. We're brainstorming. We had an idea. We asked it to come back with some results. Okay, it's going to come back. And in my case, when I asked it to do this, it found an actual way to do it. That's a real brainstorming session I had with it. So it's like, okay, now I know the desired result. And now that I know the desired result and I agree with how we brainstormed, I ask it to develop a plan to achieve the task. Whatever words you want to use, by the way. Okay, so now that we have that, we delegate the job. Same thing you would do with a human, by the way. You delegate. You don't micromanage. You say, okay, well, you are going to do this thing. What do you need from me to do it consistently 100% of the time? And now, in the case of answering the phone, it just needs to be connected. That's easy. Now, if we're delegating something else, like in my case, it writes blog posts on my website every day and maintains the whole website, I delegate the job at specific time, 2 a.m. Wake up at 2 a.m., work on my website. There's a reason I do 2 a.m. I'll tell you about that later. Wake up, do the job at this time, and then tell me what you did. Give me a report at the end of each week. Every time you do it, have me approve the work before you do it, before you post it. You can do whatever you want. And for the first week of writing the blogs, I was approving it. But after a week, I was like, oh, you're good to go. You learned the job, it's going great. And now I do look at it, but more like in passing. I'm just like, oh yeah, hey, cool. We got more vlogs on the website today. Oh yeah, that is a good one, right? Because it has a clearly defined task. And I told it how I wanted it to write it. And I'm happy with the way it writes it. It's just as simple as that. So this is really important though. We cannot overstate how important this is because so many business owners and managers don't even know what they want from their employees, their digital or physical employees. So the same skill set we need to be able to work with AI to drive results in our business is actually the same skill set we need to work with other people in our business. It's almost like it's just an employee at this point that we're delegating things to. It speaks the same way. It may not eat the same food or actually work the same way in the brain, but it speaks the same language. And it understands these words. Therefore, it will accept the job, perform the job, be open to feedback. You can even fire it if you want to. And then I'd say the last thing is just monitor. Monitor, feedback, grow. Okay, honestly, there's whole books written on this section here. I'm not going to get into today. I'm reading a few of them right now. I'm reading, it's called Traction. So the way we do this within any organization, with any type of employee, a lot of people don't get that right either. I'm guilty of that too. So I can't cover this in extent today, but hopefully this is starting to make sense. And you might be like skeptically, or like it's that easy? Like really? It's that easy. Really, you might need a help right now if you choose to act now, which I encourage you to, from a nerd like me to like get it actually hooked up and like fed and watered and everything, and make sure that's a place to sleep at night. I'm joking about that. It doesn't actually need to sleep, but get all the technical details sorted out. But then when it comes to actually doing things, if you can talk or if you can write and do these 4 steps, I guess, this optional one, you can put AI employees in your business and start saving. In some cases, these are real numbers from real people. I'm writing $26K a year, $30K a year. These are just, right? So what is this? They're automatically delegating work that they outsource to a firm or a contractor or a person. And they immediately start saving that money. Give them two weeks, they'll do it again. They'll find another job in their business they can delegate. Or the really exciting stuff doesn't even come from like replacing people. Like some employees, you got to replace. But the really exciting stuff, it comes from identifying growth opportunities. So then we start adding $300K a year or $260K a year, just to 10x their examples here, or 2.6 million a year. We come up with an idea and we delegate the execution of that, parts of it, to AI, to our employees. So anyways, if this makes sense to you, reach out. We do 3 things. We give you turnkey AI employees for very specific things. Really, marketing right now is the main one, but if you want to talk more about that for other things, I'll talk to you about it at the very least. 2, we teach you in these hands-on workshops, $750 per person right now. However, that price will be increasing because we're seeing good ROI with people coming in and immediately start saving big numbers. We're going to keep increasing these numbers and increase the price. And then 3 is we build AI teams in your business. We continue to educate them for you. So then you're taking your best employees and you're turning them into 10x versions of them. You're empowering them with the ability to keep your company afloat is really what's happening. And I'm really excited to do more of that, because the more people that can do this, I don't want to do this stuff for you. I really don't. I want to show you how to fish, because fishing is actually, in this case, not that hard. You just have to learn a few ideas. But again, these ideas, if we learn them, don't just help us with AI employees. They help us with all aspects of our life. So it's things that, you may already really understand parts of it. You just need somebody like me to help you connect the technical bits for a second, and then you're off to the races. So anyways, y'all, thanks for watching. Phone number and email are down below somewhere. Give us a ring, give us a call. You'll talk to my AI employee. Ask it to send me a message. It'll transfer you to me if I'm not busy, or just send me an email. That's fine too. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.